Hello everyone, my name is DHUFAA and today I will be presenting my analysis on assertive communication, focusing on its strengths, limitation, and how it can be applied in healthy and social care settings. This presentation part of my communication and interpersonal skill model, and will also reflect on how this communication style will support my future practice. Communication is at heart of effective healthy and social care. The way we speak, listen, and respond directly affects the quality of care we provide. There are many communication styles such as passive, aggressive, and non-verbal, but today I will focus on assertive communication. I use this style because it is widely recognized as one of the most effective approaches for building trust, promoting person-centered care, and support teamwork. In this presentation, I will explain what assertive communication is, explore its strengths and limitations, and show how it can be adapted and improved in real practice. Assertive communication is the ability to express your thoughts, needs, and feelings clearly and respectfully, while also considering the rights and the feeling of others. It is in the middle of passive and aggressive communication. Their key characteristics include speaking clearly and confidently, using respectful language, maintaining appropriate eye contact, listening activity, setting healthy boundaries, being honest without being hurtful. According to Hurt 2011, assertive helps individuals communicate in a way that is both effective and socially appreciated. This makes it especially valuable in healthy and social care, where communication must be both professional and compassionate. Assertive communication has several strengths that make it highly effective in care environments. Firstly, it builds trust and rapport. When service users feel listened to and respected, they are more likely to share important information about their needs and concerns. Second, assertiveness supports person-centered care. It encourages open dialogue, shared decision-making, and the collaboration between the professional and the service user. Third, it's important for teamwork, and it improves teamwork in multidisciplinary settings. Assertiveness helps staff communicate clearly, avoid misunderstandings, and work together toward shared goals. Fourthly, it reduces conflicts by expressing concerns calmly and directly. Professionals can address issues early before they escalate. Finally, assertive communication enhances patient safety. For example, speaking up confidently during handover or when noticing potential risk can prevent errors. Limitation of assertive communication. Also, assertive communication has many strengths. It also limitations. One limitation is that it can be misunderstood. In some cultures, direct communication may be seen as disrespectful or rude. This means that assertive must be adapted depending on the individual's background. Another limitation is that assertive requires confidence. Some professionals, especially those who are new or inexperienced, may find it difficult to speak or challenge others. Assertive can also be inappropriate in certain situations. For example, during emergencies, communication may need to be more direct and urgent, leaving less room for negotiations. Additionally, power imbalance can affect how assertive is received. A selfish user may feel intimidated if a professional appears too firm, even if the intention is positive. This limitation shows that assertive is not one. First of all, is approach. It must be used thoughtfully and sensitively. Application in practice. Assertive communication is used in many everyday situations in health and social care. For example, when explaining care, explain to assertive user. Assertiveness helps you ensure the information is clear, accurate, and respectful. The professional can check understanding and encourage questions. Another example is advocating for patient. If a service user feels their concerns are not being taken seriously, an assertive professional can speak up on their behalf to ensure their needs are met. Assertiveness is also important when challenging unsafe practice. For instance, if a college is about to administer the wrong medication, an assertive response such as, "I'm concerned that this dose doesn't match the prescription. Can we double check it together?" can prevent the harm. Finally, assertive helps with boundary setting. If a service user becomes distressed or demanding, the professional can respond calmly and respectfully while maintaining control of the situation. These examples show how assertive supports safe, effective, and compassionate care. Adapting assertive communication. Assertive must be adapted to meet the needs of the different individuals and their situations. For example, when communicating with someone who has dementia, the professional may need to slow down, use simpler language, and rely more non-verbal cues. When working with an individual from different cultural backgrounds, it is important to be aware of how eye contact, tone, and directness may be interpreted. With children or individuals with learning disability, Assertive may need to be combined with visual aids, reassurance, and gentle guidance. Tone of voice is also important. Assertive should sound calm and respectful, not forceful or demanding. By adapting assertive communication, professional can ensure that their approach remains person-centered and appropriate for each unique situation. Improvement strategies. There are several ways to improve assertive communication skills. One strategy is reflective practice, using models such as Gibbs' reflective cycle can help professionals think about past interactions and identity area for improvement. Another strategy is seeking feedback from colleague or supervisor. They may notice communication habits that we are unaware of. Training can also help. Workshop on conflict resolution, de-escalator, and emotional intelligence can strengthen assertiveness. Practicing active listening is essential. Assertiveness is not just about speaking clearly, it is also about understanding others. Finally, managing emotion is important. Staying calm even in stressful situations help maintain an assertive and professional tone. This strategy supports continuous development and help professionals communicate more effectively. Reflection and conclusion. Reflecting on this communication style, I have learned that assertiveness is not only about expressing myself clearly, but also about respecting others and creating a safe environment for communication. I recognize that I already use some assertive behaviors, such as speaking clearly and listening effectively, but I also see areas where I can improve. For example, building more confidence when speaking in group setting or challenging unsafe practice. In my future career in healthy and social care, assertive communication will help me deliver person-centered care, work effectively with colleagues, and advocate for service users. It also supports my professional growth by helping me communicate with clarity, confidence, and compassion. In conclusion, assertive communication is a powerful tool in health and social care. It has many strengths, but it must be adapted and used thoughtfully. By continuing to develop this skill, can contribute to savor more respectful and more effective care. Reference. Here are the academic sources I used for this presentation. All reference in Harvard style and include books, journal article, and professional guidance related to communication in health and social care. Thank you.